I'm Tom Manteuffel, and the course I'll be giving this term at Encore Learning is on Renaissance art, but from the point of view of the princes and the kings and the dukes and the emperors and the occasional queen or princess or duchess and the occasional cardinal or pope who actually commissioned some of the greatest paintings that we think of when we think of Renaissance. Because unlike artists today, in the Renaissance, an artist would essentially never produce a work of art in his own studio and only then undertake to sell it. That model, which is all but universal now, came about late in the Renaissance, but with only a very few selected artists. And it didn't really become common until the advent of the Parisian salons in the 19th century. In the Renaissance, just about all of the paintings were produced on commission, meaning that the patron had more or less full say in the subject and the treatment. So we will look at some of my favorite paintings, perhaps yours, from this slightly different angle. And we'll therefore look at the stories behind the creation of the Renaissance art. Often those stories are really quite surprising. It was in the Renaissance that patronage was expanded from simply the church to individuals of power and means. And over the 4 weeks of this course, we will look at the evolution of patronage from the twin bookend giants of the era, namely Titian, whose patrons included the longest, I would say, and the most powerful list of persons of any artist who ever lived, all the way to the late Renaissance artist Albrecht Dürer, who, among many other achievements, democratized art through judicious use of the printing press, thereby changing the economic model of the artist forever. So if all of that sounds of interest, join me. I think you will look at the familiar Renaissance art and artists with new eyes, and I hope enjoy them even more afterwards.